We're heading out for a day of fly fishing here on the west coast of Newfoundland, Canada, on the hunt for Atlantic salmon. We grab our gear and hit the trail, embracing the stillness of the early morning darkness. We have a friend with us today, Dion Dakins, and he's bringing us to one of his favorite pools. Yeah.
And right down there's a big rock. Right down in the bottom where it dumps out. And all the fish in there. Bottom.
Just waiting for us.
The bottom third of that.
Go ahead. You go out and give it the first one.
Oh my buddy. Not a chance. There'd only be one taker out there. It's got to be on yours or Kastine's one.
If the fish are in that deeper water and you're not getting the flow, I'd stay back a bit and use the current to get your fly to swing.
Yeah.
Because if you kept back, you can still reach that, but then the current is going to pull your fly faster.
Yeah. So with Kastine, like all the fish I saw were down in the bottom third.
You fish up top.
So do you want to just go straight down and start? Like, how do you want to go?
You go where the
Sure,
fish are.
doesn't matter.
All right.
Okay. So the bigger rock here on shore, there's
This
one
big
in
one
the
on
water.
shore. So all the fish that I saw were active. I was fishing, there's two little boulders here.
Yeah.
And I was fishing out of that in just a short line. And all look, fish just come up down there. That was only a real spot.
I'm not choosy, Dion.
Well, you're gonna see some.
Oh, what if I start here? That way I won't
Sure.
get them.
Now like I said, I didn't see any fish come up in the fast water.
Yeah.
Everything was on that.
Right, hanging on the shore.
Yeah, and all that pool down below there, right?
Okay.
But you're probably going to be flicking pretty good line.
That way, at least, if it's
If there's one held up.
if there's one there.
You're fishing a line like that, we might want to put you back up here somewhere. We probably want to go straight up towards that rock up there, Kastine.
Because then it'll like get a better swing. It should be good.
I'd say you should be able to sweep that water down by that rock.
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, down. That was a big one. See?
See, now I just want to go get them.
Well, see, here's the thing. So you see this round little rock there?
Yeah.
So 20 feet down from that and about 15 feet out, and then all the rest of the pool, and there's fish, Kastine, there's fish down there like this. I'm not kidding you, there's massive ones.
That's so exciting.
Like 1 feet out from that and all the way across, there's just speck. See where kind of the ripply water stops?
Yeah.
Like, and it goes that way. I guess where the
Right
bend
on
is in the
that
river.
seam, yeah.
Just let it come on right down around that.
So I'm trying to do
It's a tough spot. Like, I had a tough time. Like,
yeah, I can see why. Because like you want to get right in at it, but you also need it to move. I don't know.
but your wet fly will move down in the bottom. It gets fast down there where it dumps out. There you go. All fast in there, like that's kill zone there. Lay your rod over that way. What is that called? Something or?
Yeah, it's a mend. You know how normally like you see people going like this?
Yeah.
Well, if you do it when it's still in the air, it doesn't pull the fly out of its place.
Right.
So you do it like after you pick your direction on the cast, then you put your rod up or down. So if you want an upstream then to slow it down, then you go upriver, and if you want to speed it up, you go down like that and then pull your rod back. So now it's got an extra bag, like a sail, just like picking up.
So how close into those bushes over there can you do that and get it to swing out here?
Like right here?
So you can sweep that. You see that dead?
You get that whole section?
Yeah. That's the one. That's the one.
That might work.
That's the one. See, you move right off of the one move down here. where the fast water goes out.
I want to get them.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just gonna jump down to the bottom. Terry's gonna kill me. We won't tell him. I'll say I fished it all. For more information on fly fishing in Newfoundland and Labrador, check out our website, tightloopstightlines.com.
Fish just moved there.
I know, this is so,
2 feet in front of that rock, there was 3 fish like this, held up, just lying there. Because I stood up there in that ripply water and just kept putting the bomber over it. And you could see them, like right there. And every now and then they just move like a few inches.
enough to drive you nuts.
Just enough to make you go. You're over some great water there now, Kastine. Fish just moved there, did you see it?
So it's not the water temperature.
It's definitely not water.
So they might have been here for a while. Like they might just be sitting here for a month. So now we need all the tricks in the book to get them to take the fly. So we're in the water this morning. Terry and I are here with our friend and neighbor Dion Dakins, and so he was out fishing yesterday and he saw some fish. He thought he would do the neighborly thing and let us know. So he's dragged us down here to this pool bright and early this morning, and there are fish. There's a lot of fish, and we're just on this pool. We're fishing down through it, and we've seen lots of fish moving, jumping. We have not been able to get any fish to take, but you know, there's worse ways to spend a morning. This is not a bad office for the day. So we're just gonna try it, change up some flies, and see if we can get these fish to move for our fly. In addition to being an avid salmon angler, Dion is a well-known advocate for the seal hunt in Newfoundland and Labrador. And he has long been involved in this contentious issue. It's no secret that the Atlantic salmon population in Atlantic Canada has seen a steep decline in recent years. Anglers still speak of years when they could retain 4 fish a day and could meet that limit before breakfast.
And I saw one porpoise.
Row 1 and row 3.
We'll just bring them up to up here.
One I struck was up here on the small muddler. The other ones are down in Kastine. I should have had one. He took it. The other one just come up with it.
Nice fish.
Good.
Where are they? Did you see any big ones move?
Oh yeah. One took the bomber and I missed him, but the other ones just come up very quick and looked at it.
Yeah.
But it's nice when you can see them because you can kind of target them a bit, right?
Have you seen fish in the water?
Down there I can see them, right? I was actually sight fishing for them.
Yeah.
He grabbed and I brought up and he was gone.
Yeah.
After I did that one jump there, he was probably 12 pounds. I don't know if that was the one I couldn't believe it because he grabbed hard. I thought I had him.
Yeah. Yeah, they're there.
Definitely a lot of fish here. You just gotta find the right. That was a good little dry fly, huh? But I put on a big dry fly and I had one right there come up 3 times, right up and looked at it and never tried to open his nose at all.
Wicked, eh? Yeah, strange. They're active too, so you'd think they'd be taken, right?
This is intense. There's one or two there that keep like flashing me, turning sideways so I can see the white on the belly. Can't get them to take. Thank you.
We had a tight line.
Yep. Yep, one.
Don't sweat to see fish there. Some good ones too. Like I was fishing over a couple of 12, 14 pounds.
Yeah.
Two side by side.
A couple of good ones jumped down earlier this morning, eh?
Yeah.
There was a couple of really big ones there the other day.
Is it funny with the temperature like it is that they don't move?
Yeah, but
And the water's perfect.
Like they shouldn't be really too late, you know, not to be a little bit more active than that.
I sous vide some moose burgers last night to make for a light lunch. A quick sear on the pan and they're ready to go. Topped with blue cheese, lettuce, tomato, basil, and a balsamic reduction. Balsamic glaze.
maybe this is what the fish need you to do, is go through with a full belly.
Yes, I think so. Thank you to our sponsor, Coleman's, a Newfoundland-based, family-run, independent grocery store established in 1934. Though we have better inland management for Atlantic salmon today, our numbers continue to decline. They are a migratory species, so we broaden our search for answers into the ocean. We're still in brackish waters when we are met head-on with an apex predator, the Harp seal. And given Dion's position in the industry, we dive right in.
Research they do have is spotty at best. Well, I mean, the DFO, Atlantic Seal Science Kastine report that came out said that DFO's science on the issue was woefully inadequate. I mean, it's woefully inadequate to make any determination the impact that seals, harp seals particularly, are having on fish stocks. So, you know, why haven't you done any of the science, right? When they see the environmental necessity, then something will be done, right? My opinion is you need a population reduction to some number to achieve an outcome, and then you need a sustained industry to keep it down. So Canadians generally have always said no culls are not what we want to see, but you might be at a point now where you need a cull, and then you need a sustained industry to keep it down.
Yeah.
Right. Because we had 5 million, we were harvesting 355,000 per year, and we still saw the population explode.
Really?
Yeah. So if you reduced it now back to 5 million from 7.6, you'd still need to be taking a serious number of seals out of the environment.
7.6 million? That's what they estimate our population of seals
Harp
is?
seals, yeah.
Wow.
Well, the seals spend their time at the pinch points, right?
Yeah,
Like-
but we noticed it on Southwest this year. So we're out there the 1st of June, and we're seeing that many seals. So they didn't just show up the 1st of June, they've been there.
Yeah.
So they got kelps going out that they preyed on, they got smolts going out that they preyed on, so and they got fish coming in at the time. So it's like they're getting the whole life cycle. They're getting them all. Right?
Yeah.
Like, what do we have to do to get them to make a move? Is there anything salmon conservation groups can do, or is it?
The only way to get action, I think, is people do have to stand up, and all the chapters of local organizations do have to become more vocal about it, more active. But they're fearful politically, right? So the only way to melt the fear is to prove the environmental necessity. And to do that, you got to have the science. They could do advanced fatty acid analysis to know what that seal was eating, right? We got all the tools, but there's just no. It's so politically charged that there's a lack of urgency around it. It's easier to say, just do nothing, right? Scotland, Estonia, Finland, they've all got culling programs for seals, but it's illegal to place the products on the market.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. In America now, they're culling seals down in, on rivers on the west coast to try and get returns. Not allowed to use the product, right?
And we can use product,
Yeah.
and we don't cull them.
Yeah. We had 4 harp seals in captivity in Logie Bay, out the Marine Sciences Center. Yeah. And I know when I visited there in 2006 or 2007, and I asked them, I said, how much do they eat? The previous caretaker was feeding them 3,200 kilos each per year. And this guy had cut them back to 2,000. So that's 2 tons of fish. And he was really proud because the seals were at a healthy body weight. So let's say it's 2 tons of fish. And there's 7.6 million seals. You're talking 15 million metric tons of fish. And the commercial fishery of all of Canada is only 600,000 tons. So you got an apex predator that's consuming somewhere around 15 to 16 million. That's conservative because those are seals in captivity.
Yes.
They don't have to swim 15,000 kilometers or dive 350 meters to get their food. So, you know, it's just, the numbers are staggering. I think when we do the science, there'll be more than enough. And we have to say when we do the science, because to accept that it'll never be done is the wrong approach. But when we get the science, I think people will realize that we've really dropped the ball here, and it's time for intensive management to get a balance restored, right? Whether it's for capelin or salmon or cod or
Oh yeah,
else,
it's not
right?
just salmon.
I think it would affect every species.
Yeah.
100%.
You know.
I don't see any seals in that pool.
No.
I wouldn't be surprised though, the ones Poppy set up. I've seen them at Big Falls. So.
Yeah, so 130 kilometers, I think, total river distance,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Between Deer Lake and...
Yes,
That's a long ways.
That is a long way. And the only thing in the river is salmon and trout.
Yeah.
Well,
You know,
salmon mostly. The trout are all little and small ones.
Yeah, well, like we don't have anything else.
No.
So
no.
that's what they're
That's
eating.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. He's not up there on vacation.
Yeah.
He's eating.
You know, we're so compliant. We barbless hooks, you know, everybody's going
Yeah.
around and doing their thing. A lot of energy and time is going into catch and release techniques, and you know, so we're it's a group of people that really do care. I don't know why we can't affect change
Yeah.
on something as obvious as this, right? No,
You didn't lie at all. You
There's-
said there's lots of fish and they're hard to hook.
There's not as many fish there now as there was
No,
2 days ago. No.
moving through. But like a couple fish were definitely fresh that moved in, so it's
Yeah,
just
and they were on the move, like you could just see them shooting
Yeah.
like, when they jump like
On a
that.
mission.
They are moving because I used to see fish there in front of me and then they'd go on.
So we'll head up to check out another
Yeah.
pool.
You might want to pass a hook over this,
I would say that's a good idea.
because there was I
Never
saw
pass
one.
a pool without passing a line through it. A little bit of rain. Good thing about fishing is that you're always dressed for rainy weather. Let's see on fish here. So I just got a couple things. The rain is really coming down here. Despite the weather, we decide to give it a few more casts before calling it a day. And if you've ever wondered why so many anglers say just a few more casts, even after an 8-hour day on the water, well, it's for moments exactly like this.
Yeah.
Woohoo! Oh, nice fish. Don't have to worry about wetting my hands today.
Nicely done.
Come back here. What the hell? Come on, released itself. Thank you, Dion, for sharing the water and your knowledge of the seal issues off our coast. It's clear that understanding the impact of seal populations on fish stocks and the ecosystem is crucial for sustainable resource management. We are your hosts, Kastine Coleman
and Terry Byrne.